Welcome everybody to an all-new Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, Papa Dank, the current 23-6 YouTube heavyweight champion, the most coveted title in all of YouTube, just so you know. And now I am officially an ambassador, as of today, of Dubby Energy. So make sure you use the code Papa Dank at checkout to save some moolah on your Dubby Energy order. Please support the brand by supporting Dubby Energy. Proud to be an ambassador for them. So I'm excited. It's been a good day. But enough about the 23-6 YouTube champion, a.k.a. me. Let me bring on my very special guest, the one and only Johnny Moran. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I just got back from vacation in Miami, so I had a good time out there, and now it's back to the grind. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet. Is that your wrestling buddy back there?
It is my slam buddy. Then there's a fan-made buddy, and then there's also a fan-made action figure. So
nice. And where can everybody get your slam buddy since we're plug-in merch?
Anytime you see me at a show.
Awesome. Yeah. And speaking of shows, you are going to be at this show right here on August 12th in the Carolinas, right?
Yes, North Carolina.
North Carolina, a giant tribute.
Yeah.
You're facing off against the one and only Anthony Gangone.
Yes.
Who loves to flip my tables at events. And Steve Monster Mac.
Yeah. It's time for me to get my championships back that I never lost,
So tell us that story real quick, how you didn't lose those belts.
So I went out with a little bit of a neck injury. It's still kind of getting me, like, I still have some issues with it. So I had to take some time off. I took some time off. Then I came back, faced Gangone a couple times, and it just didn't work out. And this time, though, I feel like not in New Jersey, in North Carolina. I think luck's on my side, and I think you're going to see a new champion that night.
Be careful, because that Gangone, he's a little shyster, that guy.
Well, he's flipping your tables. He's clearly not a good guy. He's clearly not a good guy.
I even bought him a gift for his birthday, and he still did that to me.
Really?
I did.
He's a jerk. You see that?
He's a jerk, man. He's a jerk. All right. So that's August 12th, and it's a tribute to Andre the Giant as well. Do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, it's at the Rankin Museum. There's gonna be also a con beforehand with autographs and everything like that. Sweet. And I think they're opening a display for Andre there. Andre lived in North Carolina, so
right. Interesting.
It's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. I just picked up his Ultimate WWE fig, which I've been looking for, and I finally found it.
Oh,
but there's two elites that are out. Thank you. There's two elites that came out as well, and one's a chase, and I can't find any of them anywhere.
I'm sure it'll be on eBay soon.
Yeah, they're already on eBay. They want like whatever,
$6,000 or something crazy.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Why am I so opaque in this freaking video? Holy cow! Is my camera not working right? All right, let's talk about the next event, which I will be there as well. And that is Blaze of Glory on Saturday, September 16th. Make sure you go get your tickets using that QR code for this event, where Johnny will be there in action.
Hopefully. I'll be teaming.
You're teaming.
Yeah, you see me with the tag team championships with my partner Aaron Roxas.
Aaron, yeah, I know Aaron.
Yeah, so we skipped over his match that's coming up at the Andre tribute.
Let's talk about his match.
Yeah. He called out Martin Stone. That shocked me even. I didn't know he was going to do that. Yeah, today there was a video that dropped. If you go on the Titan Instagram or the Titan Facebook, he called out Martin Stone. Let's see if Martin Stone has the stones to answer that question of Aaron Roxas. Hopefully he does. And I know that Aaron Roxas will wipe the floor with him. But we'll be defending our tag titles in September. So, the bigger thing is who? I don't know who, because this is what Titan likes to do. Titan likes to stack the deck against me and Aaron Roxas.
Really?
Don't like us too much. Yeah. Well, you see Billy
Interesting.
Fetsky, the owner, he doesn't really like me and Aaron. He doesn't think that we should be at Titan anymore. So he likes to,
Really?
yeah, I don't know why. I'm a nice guy. Aaron's a swell guy. He just doesn't get along
I,
with us
I,
anymore.
I'm gonna have to ask him when he comes on, Billy, on Tuesday. He's coming on the
Yeah.
podcast. Serena,
Ask him.
make sure I ask him that question, please. Why is he
Yeah.
stacking the deck against Johnny and Aaron over there?
Always, always, always. Last minute announcing our opponents. We can't prepare properly. We were supposed to verse the Demon Saints, and then he substitutes in two guys from Chosen Pro day of. So, yeah, he always is stacking the deck against us, and I don't really care for it.
Interesting, interesting. We're gonna have to ask these questions to Billy.
Yeah.
Now,
You
who are the other
stack the deck
champions?
on him.
I don't know the other champions over there. Who are they?
Ken Powers, and then Ray Calitri.
Okay. All right. Who else
Yeah.
is in this?
I'm trying to think. Yep. Ken Powers, Ray Calitri.
All right.
In that photo there.
PJ Savage, my guy over there.
Yeah,
my co-host.
PJ, the golden boy at Titan. He gets the shine. He gets kind of whatever he wants there. For that Anthony Gangone fella, I'm not on the same page with him going into next week, but I kind of agree with him because PJ gets whatever he wants. But Anthony and myself didn't get that privilege when we have the heavyweight championships, So
you guys are getting the shaft over there at Titan.
We are. Me and Gangone. And Roxas. Let's not forget Roxas.
Okay. All right.
PJ gets special treatment is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's
we get ham sandwiches. PJ gets a steak, like the catering is not up to par anymore.
He loves meat. He does love meat.
Well, yeah, well. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Hey man, that's just bad management at Titans. Just saying. Everybody's crapping on the Titan management staff.
Oh
wow!
Uh-oh.
The chat over here
blowing it up.
The chat. Now you guys are teaming up with also Goddesses of War, and I know it's all in the one banner, but Goddesses of War will also be there as well.
Yeah, I think they're the afternoon show, and then you can stick around for Titan. You can get both tickets. You get 2 shows.
Oh wow! I thought they were all in one.
I think it's separated. I could be wrong. It might all be in one.
No, I think it's all in one.
Last time they did it separately.
See, they don't even tell you this stuff. That's why they're shafting you. I mean, they didn't tell me. I just guessed.
Yeah.
And tickets only start at $20,
which is a great deal.
That's a great deal because in New York you can't get anything less than $25.
Yeah, see, we're saving you $5.
Saving you $5 in Jersey, man.
Come over to Jersey.
Well, when I was in Jersey recently, I go to a 7-Eleven and the guy is like $1 something for the super big. I'm like $1 something. I paid more than $2 in Long Island. They're like, well, this is Jersey.
Yeah, a little bit of a discount.
Tina, what is up, Tina? Johnny and Roxas always attacking management at Titan. Look at this. Tina throwing shade at you.
Tina doesn't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. Tina sounds crazy.
Crazy.
I would never put my hands on management. That's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I just met Tina at Win, so.
Thank
you, Tina, for coming up and saying hello. Don't eye roll me, she says.
I know Tina. Tina boos us. I know exactly who Tina is.
You know exactly who Tina is. All right, let's go into how you fell in love with professional wrestling. We talked 15 minutes already about the 2 events.
Sorry. What are you going to do?
It's
I'm a promotion machine.
We had to promote Titan. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully, now I'm getting the door in Titan. I'm part of the promotion as well in the future.
Awesome.
Maybe they'll treat me nice. I don't know. Maybe.
If you hang out with me, Gangone and Roxas, you get
No.
ham sandwiches, no cheese, not even like a slice of American cheese,
Uh-huh.
just ham sandwiches.
No cheese, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
nothing.
That's
No
kind of rough,
mayo,
man.
no tomato, no love. They don't even cut it like diagonally, right down the middle. They throw it at you. Sad. It's real
That is
sad.
that is rough. I better bring my own lunch.
You better. You better. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you hang out with PJ, you might get something nice. Maybe some
Okay,
steak and
yeah,
potatoes over there.
I'll have to hang out with PJ.
Yeah, just stay far from us.
How
But
did you
how I
fall in love
got,
with professional wrestling?
yeah, how I fell in love with professional wrestling. I had an older brother, James. He's 10 years older than me. So, like, when the 80s boom of like Saturday Night's Main Event happened,
Mm-hmm.
he was watching it. So he had like all the LJNs, he had all the Saturday Night's Main Events on like VHSs that he recorded.
Nice.
So he would like leave the LJNs out, and I literally still have, it's a Hulk Hogan LJN that I like chewed and teethed it on when I was a little kid.
Oh.
So like, yeah, like when I was little, I was watching it. Like my parents knew that like I was addicted when I was like an infant almost, because like
Wow.
I just was always watching it. Like there's action figures, toys, everything. I still have a bunch of them.
Awesome.
So I've always lifelong.
Do you still collect?
Not anymore. I used to be really hardcore into that, and then like, you know, you got to pay some bills and stuff, and I had to slow it down.
Difficult.
Then I'm starting to buy my own gear and stuff.
Gotcha.
The money racks up. Something's got to take a cut. So
I get it.
That
You got to
was it.
invest in yourself.
Right.
Get it. All right. Now that you went through you grew up in wrestling, what made you decide to be a professional wrestler? Where did you go train, and who were your trainers?
What made me decide to do it? I'm not going to lie to you. When I was in college, I ran into one of my close friends. He's actually writing a book about this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he built his own wrestling ring. He has this huge farm, and there's woods in between his cousin's land and his land.
Mm-hmm.
And he cut like a square out, and he cut an entranceway in this woods, and like 200 to like 210 people would like always show up to watch us wrestle. We were just dumb kids that loved wrestling, had no clue what we were doing. He built his own ring, he built staging, all this, lights, towers, everything. Wow. He's literally writing a book now about it. I did that for the 4 years I went to college, and then the state of Pennsylvania came after this kid and was like, we have an athletic commission, we're going to shut you down. And like, he didn't want to lose his farm, basically, is what it came down to. Right. He's currently writing a book. Hopefully maybe I can get back on here when that book's done, or maybe I can get him on here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can talk about it. But after that, I did a little bodybuilding. But I still wanted to wrestle. I knew I wanted to wrestle. And like when I was in college, there was the Wild Samoans, and I knew that was like an hour away. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't know if I could like do the hour there, an hour back, like right. If working and all that, like if I would actually have the time to be like in shape, because like I always knew I needed to be in shape, and like working out, it's one of the things that like helps me, just be normal, because like I'm an animal, I'm a nutcase, and if I don't work out, I'm a psychopath. So
it is very soothing to work out.
Yeah, it's the only thing that calms me down. That's where I take out all the stress. So I knew I needed that, and I needed time for that. I just didn't know if I would be able to make the commute and everything and get everything done. Right. So eventually, like after I did like 2 or 3 bodybuilding shows, I just Googled, like I was just messing around, and I Googled wrestling schools near me. And I happened to find a training center that was called Backbreakers Training Center, and it was in Scranton. And I'm like, that's impossible. Like if there was wrestling in Scranton, I would know there's wrestling in Scranton. Googled it. So we found the address. I messaged one of my good friends, Mike Mitchell, and he also wrestled with me in the backyard during college. So I'm like, yo, do you like actually want to train and do this? And he's like, yeah, man. So we end up going there, and this is kind of a funny story. We end up going there, and it's across from this car dealership that I bought like 3 of my cars at. It's a Chevy dealer,
Uh-huh.
and it I saw it was like a salon. I'm like, the hell is that? I'm like, it's a salon. And he's like, maybe you got the wrong address. I'm like, no,
Uh,
dude. And like I'm looking at the address. I'm like, no. So like we like walked in. We walk in this salon, and the lady and the lady in the chair, she like spin the lady, and they
uh,
both like stare at us, and we're like, is there? And then boom, you hear like a body slam on a ring.
oh wow.
And then they're like, you're here for the wrestling, aren't you? You don't need your hair done. And I'm like, no, I don't. Thank you though. And then she's like, keep walking to the back. And then we kept walking to the back, and there's this big wrestling ring. There's a training facility back there.
Nice.
But like you had to walk through this beauty parlor, and I'm like, gee,
I
we
mean,
so thought we got like some like fake
some
website.
rib.
Yeah, maybe a rib. And like we both like watched like shoot interviews when we were kids. So we were
Mhm.
like, yo, we're not putting any money down. We're not giving anybody anything. We're not
Uh,
signing anything. So we talked to the trainer there. His name was Justin Glory. Um, and he told us the payment amount and all that. And we were like, oh, we're not signing anything tonight. We'll come back. So we literally watched the whole training session. Then we left. And like as soon as we got in the car, I'm like, yo, I want to do this. And he's like, yeah, I want to do this too. I'm like, I just didn't want to give him my money up front. Like, you know what I mean? Like I
uh,
was scared because like you always see in those like shoot interviews, like this guy got his money taken, he was
right.
gone. So he literally
That's
had a
true.
payment. He had a payment plan. So we
Oh, wow.
literally did the lowest payment plan, like X amount of money every week. And like we eventually learned to trust Justin as a trainer and as a human. And
Right.
then we paid the rest of the amount in full
Okay.
just so we could graduate. But like to start, that's where I started. Um, then I would end up going to the sanctuary with John Trosky,
Uh-huh.
and then also the guy that trained PJ Savage, one of the guys that trained PJ Savage, Cowboy Billy Walker.
Mhm.
They both trained me there. And then I also went to PPW. They had a school for a little bit with Tommy Swade and Mikey Whipwreck for about a year.
Wow. That, that,
Yes.
that's quite an extensive training you went through.
Yeah. Yeah. It
And you can
wasn't
get
like all
beautified.
at once. What's that?
And you could get beautified too.
I know. And like I don't know why I ever left that one. I could have got my hair done every day.
Tina said that you have to train, you were able to get beautified.
What's that?
Tina said after training you were able to get beautified.
Yeah, I got my nails done,
That's right.
my makeup.
You're ready to go, man.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about your first match. Who was it against, and what were your thoughts and emotions during that first match, live event?
My first match. It was a tag team match with a partner that I don't have anymore. His name was Blaze Daniels. It was against Keita Murray. He's out in California now. He wrestles for New Japan.
Oh wow.
And his name now is Kit Raff. He wrestles in Scranton here locally. Um, what were my thoughts about it? I just kind of wanted to get it over.
Really?
I
You
just
weren't like
I
like
just want like
nervous or anything?
I was a little nervous, but our trainer made us rehearse it like 40 times. Like it wasn't like one of those like first day like all right, you're just going to go feel it out in the ring type of deals.
Right.
We rehearsed it because he made us the main event. So what he would do, our trainer, if you're graduating and like you're having your first match, he would put you on last. He would make you do the match at least 4 or 5 times in front of him, and it was perfect.
Right.
So like I wasn't worried about doing the match or anything in the match. Like I knew the match like with my eyes closed by then. And then performing in front of people, like I always did theater. I did powerlifting competitions. I played sports. I did shot put and discus in high school. So I've always been in front of a crowd.
Right.
I just wanted to know like what it was going to feel like, what kind of energy was there. Like, I just wanted to feel out the crowd really. And I just kind of wanted to get it over with. So I knew like, all right, this is what happens when you do this. Like, this is what happens when you do that. Like,
Right.
because I always would listen to other older wrestlers that would say, listen to the crowd. So I just wanted to get out there and like do it so I could say I did it.
Gotcha. That theater background definitely helps, man.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jeanette in the chat is trying to take my questions. So
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna bring it up. Who has been your favorite opponent, and why?
And my favorite opponent would probably be Mike Mitchell. Because they were like, we grew up together. Like we didn't go to college together, but we were friends all through college.
Mm-hmm.
And then like last year I got to retire him. And like that was a cool thing. Like knowing that it's your best friend's last match and like you get to give it to him. And like I just wanted to go out there and give him the best match I could give him.
That's awesome.
And you know, he wanted to do the same. So
that's awesome. Jeanette says you and him had such good chemistry and great people.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And then everybody's trying to steal my questions, bro.
No, don't let them be stealing your questions.
This was my booker, Serena. Who's the one person or persons that you haven't wrestled yet that you want / have to wrestle?
Who would I want to wrestle? Like dream match, or are we just talking like?
I
right
think
now?
She's thinking about indies.
Indies. PJ Savage.
PJ.
Yeah. I want that steak and potatoes. I'm sick of the goddamn ham sandwiches, you know?
Billy's got to make it happen for you.
Yeah, tell Billy to make it happen.
We'll tell him on Tuesday when we talk to him.
Yeah. Like Moran demands PJ Savage. He wants steak and potatoes. No more ham sandwiches.
Nope. Without the cheese.
Yeah, without cheese. Just ham and bread.
Let's go into your favorite type of gimmick match that you've had so far.
Steel cage.
Steel cage.
Why? That's not even without a question. Why?
Yes.
Man, there's a Saturday Night's Main Event that I watched over and over as a little kid. Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man and Hulk Hogan. One of my favorite matches as a kid. And I mean, like, I don't know. Steel cage was always like when I was a kid, like that was the match. Like you finished your feud in the steel cage. Eventually it went to Hell in the Cell, but like steel cage was like the thing when I was a kid. I'm like, oh my god, a steel cage is gonna happen. So like being in a steel cage was amazing.
Even to this day, steel cage is pretty much the final to the match. You know what I'm saying? To the rivalry. It
was actually one of your guests, CMD. That's who we were in there with.
CMD. Oh,
yeah.
Man. You're not gonna want to miss the vlog. I almost gave Boom a concussion. I hit him with my mic.
Oh no!
I was trying to talk to Deshaun, and he just lifted his head. I went like this. I'm like, "Oh, are you all right, bud?" And Deshaun's like, "Yeah, he's all right. He's all right." Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. Jeez. We talked a lot in 30 minutes, man. Good stuff. Oh, Jeanette's got a comment. Hold on. Moran and Raxus versus CMD was one of my favorite matches to date.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I got to see them in action. I got to see them in action. Let's go with that. Tag team you guys want to wrestle that haven't wrestled yet. That you know, obviously your partner's not here to say who he would want.
Yeah, who I want to wrestle that we haven't wrestled yet. That's a tough one. Because there's so many that come to mind, you know.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, there's a ton of good teams out there. The Audacity.
The Audacity.
If I had a dream team to wrestle, it would be the Audacity.
Dude, they killed it this weekend at Win.
Holy shit. I love those guys. They're great. That finisher, though, get the hell away from me, right?
Such great talent out there, man. All over, man.
Yeah.
all over. Any day, anybody can get picked up by one of the big promotions.
Oh, for sure.
Any day. All right, let's go into goals that you may have for the rest of the year.
The goal for the rest of the year for me, would be to be the most dominant tag team in Titan history.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Most dominant tag team in Titan history, and to get better treatment too.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I'd really like to stop with these ham sandwiches.
Oh man, Billy's treating you bad, bro.
I don't know why.
Don't worry, we'll discuss it with him on
Yeah,
on Tuesday.
yeah,
I'm sure he's gonna want to talk about that.
yeah. What gives?
What gives? Goals that you may have for yourself in a couple of years. Like, do you see
Uh,
yourself going to like another country to do some wrestling out there?
I would love to go to England. England is one of my favorite like countries to watch wrestling from.
Okay.
That would be a goal. I mean, obviously, if like WWE sent me a contract, that would be the ultimate goal. But
You're in.
you know, that's
Do
that
you
would be my
feel?
goals.
Do you feel that's the dream for everyone, or mostly everyone, WWE rather than AEW now?
I would say everyone my age, I'm like 35 and on the East Coast. I would
Okay.
say that's everybody's goal. I have a lot of friends that are like more down south that their goal is Impact because they grew up on like TNA.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean? Like they're from Tennessee and like they were
Right.
at the first TNA shows. So I really still think it's about what area you're from. But yeah, I would say like my age group 100% would be WWE.
WWE. Okay.
Maybe the newer
Younger
generation coming
generation.
up, the goal would be AEW instead of WWE. I don't know.
Right. Okay. I think it's interesting nowadays to ask
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
What about promotions that you would want to work at that you haven't worked at yet? Anything springs to mind? Any promotions at all?
Promotions I haven't worked at that I would love to work at. Anything in England. I would work any promotion in England.
Okay.
I'd love to go back to California. I wrestled out in California. That was fun. It's more states than I would say like promotions.
Okay.
Like getting those little check marks on the states, you know.
Gotcha. Which state do you want to go to that you haven't wrestled in?
Texas.
Texas. Okay.
Yeah. Austin, Texas would be awesome.
Austin, Texas.
Somewhere near Austin, Texas.
Okay. We have friends in Texas.
Sweet. Send them my
Motivate Pro
stuff.
Wrestling.
Send them my stuff.
Friends in Texas and Arkansas.
Ooh, I like Arkansas. That sounds fun.
Yeah, Arkansas. I'm part of MCW's anti-bullying tour, so
Oh, sweet.
very tight with that promotion right there. Good people down there.
Nice.
All right, let's go into. Let me see. Have you been to New York? Like Long Island?
No, I had a couple conversations with Joe Bellini, but it never panned out properly because like I would be booked, and then when I would reach out, there'd be no room. So I know he runs out of there. That Warriors of Wrestling, but every time we tried to connect, it just didn't happen.
Okay. I'd like to see you wrestle out here.
Yeah, that'd be
there's
awesome.
A lot of good promotions out here.
Yeah.
We got, let me see, I'm going to sprout them out since I'm part of BPW, so I'm going to say Victory Pro Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a good promotion. NYWC is another good promotion, even though they're competition with each other.
Yeah.
Remarkable Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
They got some good stuff happening as well.
Yeah.
So just to name a few. So if you ever decide to come out here, look at those promotions and see if you get contact with them.
I did reach out to Victory Pro. Same thing. Like
You
the dates just didn't line up.
didn't line up. You'll probably see him around. He rents a lot of the rings all over.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
might bump into him somewhere.
Yeah. 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 The things just didn't line up. I remember that. I was as soon as you said Victory Pro, I'm like, wait, didn't? And then I'm like, no, I didn't work there. We just like had a bunch of discussions, and it was like, I can't work this date, but this date open, that date that,
Right.
you know, it's tough.
It's tough, especially when you're getting like all over the place. Like now, as your name gets out there, you get booked more and stuff.
Yeah.
So I see that happening to me right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
to come this promotion? You want to do this promotion? I'm like, shit. How am I gonna get off to go do all this stuff?
Yeah. And what's even worse is when you like have it written down on maybe your calendar, you have it home, and you didn't put it in your phone. You're like, oh yeah, I'll be there, and then you get home and you're like, wait, I have this written down in my calendar
That's
here.
right.
Who did I agree to first? What am I doing? Where am I going?
I got Serena kind of puts everything together on a calendar for me, and then I forget because
Smart.
I don't have the calendar. She has it. So
I
I'm like,
need
oh yeah, I'll
I
do
need a
this.
Serena.
Yeah, you need a Serena.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm sorry. SWA is out here in Long Island too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Serena is very, very important to me. She keeps me together, man.
I get it.
She didn't even know about the ambassadorship because I it literally just happened.
Hey.
I didn't even get a chance to tell her, but Serena, I'm an official ambassador. All right. Let me see. States. We covered states. We covered going overseas. What about New Japan?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Anybody in Japan that would catch your interest to wrestlings?
Catch my interest to wrestle. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Kenta.
Okay. Me too. I'm a huge fan of him too.
Yeah.
Serena's throwing shade at me. Johnny, he doesn't write anything down. I do.
Yeah. Hey, I get it. I get it. I get it. Why he doesn't write it down?
All right.
I've been there.
Let's go into hobbies. What hobbies do you have, Johnny?
Outside
Outside of wrestling. What do you like to do for fun? Well, we know gym is one of them.
Yeah, obviously.
I
I love health and fitness. I do a lot of reading on health and fitness. I'm actually experimenting right now with the carnivore diet. I'm on day 4 of the carnivore diet.
What is the carnivore diet?
You just eat meat, man. Just eat meat. Just straight red meat.
Kind of like what Lesnar does. I think Lesnar does that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's got like his own butcher shop in his house.
Yeah. It's been pretty good so far. It's tough because like you're weaning off of like carbs and even like greens. You don't get greens on it.
Really?
I'm still reading through the book. I don't have it completely read. So like right now I'm taking vitamins that I don't know if like they're strictly on the carnivore diet or not. So
there's certain do's and don'ts that you must follow.
oh yeah. There's literally a book that's on my desk that's right here that I'm trying to get through. Been reading it every night.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like to travel too.
Okay.
Like I said, I just was on vacation to Miami this year. I went to Tennessee too. I like to travel a lot, and outside of that, I'm slowly starting to get back into sports and watching sports. I love watching MMA. Right now, I'm trying to get back into football. It was always hard with like wrestling and stuff. I'd never be home to watch it. I'd only like catch a Monday night game if I wasn't at the gym, or
Right.
like I'd get home and like I'd catch like the end of a game. So hopefully this year I can get a little bit more into watching football. I'm a Washington Commanders fan, so like I didn't really miss anything. Okay.
Right. All right. I think I got one more question for you, and then
Okay.
we'll save everything else for next time we talk.
Okay.
Let's talk about any ribs that were played on you. What was the best rib that someone played on?
Ooh. I don't think any ribs were played on me.
Really?
I would say. Yeah, no, I don't think we may have. So that same first match I had, right?
Uh huh.
Um, we had a street fight at another promotion, but it was at our training center. So they had hot dogs set up. And we thought calling the match, it would be hilarious if we shoved a hot dog in one of my partner's mouth, and then the other guy, Kit Raff, punched my partner in the mouth, and he spit the hot dog out, and it hit me in the face. This was hilarious to us. We didn't clear it with the promoter. Not funny to the promoter.
Oh no.
Yeah. And you could imagine we weren't, very far in our wrestling careers, so we didn't make much money. We were getting like $20. And he made us pay for every individual hot dog out of that thing. So we all kind of like just handed our pays over that night.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I'll never forget it. My partner, like, he stuck his hand in there and grabbed a hot dog. And then he looks at me and he's like, Johnny, you want me to put it in his mouth? And then Kit Raff grabbed the hot dog out of his hand, put it in his mouth. I remember, like, the lady at the concession stand was like, are you effing serious? And I'm like, oh, we're in trouble. Immediately, I was like, oh, we're in trouble. So I think we may have played a rib on them that they didn't quite find funny. I think I was the ribber, not the ribby.
Right. Okay. That counts, I guess. Tina says, oh, like the time you got soda all over me? Oh, just one of the reasons. You were in Tina.
So back to PJ Savage. I made my big return. And then PJ wanted to interrupt me. And then PJ decided to grab a Diet Coke.
PJ.
Yeah, if you know me, I only drink Diet Pepsi, so I grabbed the Diet Coke off him and threw it off his head. Yeah. I smacked him in the head with it, and Tina was, too close for comfort and got some soda on her.
I don't like Diet Coke at all.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi guy.
Me too, man. Pepsi or Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Max for me.
Oh, yeah. Pepsi Max is where it's at.
Love Pepsi Max. Love Pepsi Max. It was all you, she says.
Not true. He grabbed it first. I just took it out of his hand.
Johnny, thank you for coming on the podcast tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Tell me what you got going on next and where everybody can follow you.
Next would be the Titan Show in North Carolina, the Giant Tribute, the Rankin Museum. And you can find me Instagram and Twitter. It's Johnny Moran _. I think that's TikTok too. I'm not really active on TikTok. I'm not going to lie to you. I also have a YouTube, and that is Johnny Moran, the wrestler. There's also a basketball player. I'm not the basketball player. Wrestler.
Gotcha.
Also, my Facebook, I have a like page. Go there and like it. It's Johnny Moran, the wrestler.
Nice. And where can anybody get your merch?
Merch. I have a Teespring store. I have a link tree on all those social medias.
Gotcha.
Click the link. Or meet me in person. I have the Slam Buddies and T-shirts and 8x10s to autograph for you.
Awesome. All right. Don't forget that on August 12th in the Carolinas is the Giant Tribute, where you can catch Johnny as well as Anthony Gangone in the Giant Tribute. As for me on August 12th, I will be up here in Long Island, New York, because I will be at Victory Pro Wrestling's Gold Rush Rumble, where 20 wrestlers fight each other, and there will only be one winner. And also that night, you're going to see Jack Tomlinson in a tables match against Eric James for that BPW Heavyweight Championship. You're going to see the one and only New York State champion Leo Sparrow. He is taking on Brother Greatness for that New York State Championship. And Valentina Vasquez will be facing Kelsey Reagan, who's making her debut at BPW, while Mother Endless will be making her debut at BPW as well in a triple threat #1 contenders match. Go to victoryprowrestling.com to get your tickets and stop by the table and say hello to me as well. And then, I hope I get the right poster right now. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. On September 16th, I will be at Blaze of Glory, where Titan and Goddesses of War team up to give you a very special event. Make sure you use that QR code to get your tickets Come say hello to me, Papa Denk. Come say hello to all your favorite Titan superstars. And definitely come down to this event. That's going to be quite an event. Not just because, Johnny's is going to be there, of course,
Thank you.
but I will be there as well. And I will get to see Tina again. But I will not throw a soda at her.
Maybe a diet soda. She might deserve a diet soda.
Maybe,
Not a
maybe.
Pepsi Max, though. We'll save that for me and you.
Not a Pepsi Max. Also coming up for me is my latest vlog where wrestling is now. I filmed so much stuff, it's getting harder for me to edit it down. Under 40 minutes. Oh, Johnny, it's tough
gonna be a long one.
It's tough being a content creator, bud.
I get it. I get it.
Also, make sure you pick up your Dobby Energy drink powder. It is the hottest new brand out there, and I am an official ambassador. Make sure you use your code PAPADANK to get a discount off your orders over there. 10% off just for you.
Nice. Nice.
What's up, Metal Geek? Fun show. Thank you, Metal Geek.
Thank you.
She hates soda, she says.
Ah, well, that happens. I drink
sucks.
water most of the time.
Everybody, I am coming up next with the one and only comic book warrior, Gabe Baez. Coming up next. So everybody stay tuned for that. And please go to Dobby Energy and get your protein energy drinks today. It's been a long day, John, man. I think I need some sleep.
Me too.
Everybody have a good night, John. Just stick around for a moment.